What's up, Space Pirates? This is your captain, the ever-charming Dr. Disaster, and the excuses for Star Wars The Acolyte are running out for the corporate shills.
How am I going to get out of this?
As we discussed yesterday, the corporate shill journalists have been trying like hell to blame the fans for what is ailing Star Wars. I mean, clearly there is something wrong. That is why the Rotten Tomatoes score is so far down in the dumpster for The Acolyte. It dropped another percentage point down to 14% on the audience score. The media is blaming the toxic fans, calling it a coordinated review bombing campaign because we supposedly hate all the female and minority characters in The Acolyte. But I gotta wonder, what happened to our review bombing campaign for House of the Dragon? That show has female lead characters and all that stuff. Did we simply forget to send out the memo to the legions of toxic fans?
Didn't you get the memo?
Alright, me hearties, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter, where my handle is Dr. Disaster1. But anyhow, as you surely know by now, Star Wars The Acolyte is getting crushed on Rotten Tomatoes with an audience score currently at 14%, and these media shills are blaming the fans for its failure. Take this article from The Independent as a quick example. The Acolyte becomes lowest rated Star Wars project after review bombing. The article tries to paint fans as aggressive bigots, but it really just sounds like word salad gibberish. The article cites the latest season of Doctor Who as another example of fan review bombing. For reference, this season of Doctor Who is sitting at a 27% audience score, so clearly people out there hate it. But as usual, these journalist jackasses refuse to take criticism of their corporate masters seriously. They refuse to acknowledge very fair criticism. They deflect and say that we hate these shows because of the black characters and the female characters and all that nauseating stuff that we have heard over and over for the last decade or so. But why has that not been the case for House of the Dragon? That show currently has an 87% audience score. People seem to be digging it, despite the fact that the show is chock full of female characters. Hell, the two main leads for the show are a couple of gals, and the show has black characters as well, but nobody cares. The show is doing gangbusters. Let's read a few of the audience reviews for House of the Dragon to see what the difference is between The Acolyte and this show. The first comment we're going to look at says, amazing cast, story, and design, treats its customer, the viewer, with respect. Starts with a slow burn, but oh wow, it's great to have some quality back on my screen, storytelling at its best. What can I say? The show is visually amazing, the storytelling is majestic, and the acting is perfect. Everything Star Wars The Acolyte is not.
I don't care what universe you're from, that's gotta hurt.
And keep in mind, I'm not cherry picking these, I am just going down the line here. The next one says, we will need to keep an eye on it this season, but the first episode was so incredibly refreshing, it seriously restores some faith in TV/film writing that we are severely lacking in recent years. The acting, dialogue, and plot are all smart and make sense. The world is immersive, and the setup for what is to come is exciting. The audience are not treated like simpletons with clunky and expository dialogue, but rather excellent and subtle acting from the cast. Like I said, people seem to like this show. I haven't watched the newest episode yet of The House of the Dragon, but the first season was fun. As one of the reviews said a minute ago, it's everything The Acolyte is not. The media that defends Disney Star Wars make it sound like toxic fans get together secretly and decide to review bomb shows just to attack those poor, innocent little corporations who didn't do nothing, all because we supposedly hate the people who aren't straight and white and male in these shows. But seriously, what about this show? Why isn't House of the Dragon being review bombed? Could it possibly be that modern Star Wars actually, indeed, does suck, and that the vast, vast majority of the audience despises this shit?
It's not true. Tell me it's not true.
Well, I'm gonna leave it there. The media will never admit that they are full of shit, and the new Disney stuff is just crap. They will always protect the corporations from the little guy because that's what their job is now. It is an inversion of what their job is supposed to be. They're supposed to inform the little guy. They're supposed to tell on those who are in power and inform the little guy of what they're doing. But now they are there to protect the corporations from us. But let me know what you think of all this. Did you or did you not receive your memo to review bomb The House of the Dragon, or did you make your decision on your own? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below, and we will talk there.
Thanks for watching, me hearties. If you haven't already, your captain is inviting you to subscribe to the channel and become a part of the crew. Life as a space pirate may not be glamorous, but there's always plenty of booty.